What's up, guys? Welcome back to Finance to Fly. My name is Luke and I'm here to help you elevate your travel while minimizing your spending. Today we got a new episode of Travel Rewards Weekly What's New, where we cover all the things happening in the points and mile space over the last 2 weeks. Let's jump in. So this week we don't have a bunch of news, it's just a bunch of transfer bonus and information about transfer partners. And jumping into that, Chase added 2 transfer bonuses up until April 30th. Air Canada for 20% and IHG for 70%. And then Capital One has a 30% bonus to Japan Airlines until April 30th. All 3 of these transfer bonuses are okay, not the best. The Air Canada one comes around 2 to 3 times a year. The IHG one also comes around 2 to 3 times a year. And then the Japan Airlines one, it actually brings the ratio up from I think it's 4 to 3 to around 1 to 1. It's close. It's not exactly 1 to 1. It's a little bit less, but it's close. That would probably be the best transfer partner out of all these 3. I would rank it that, the Air Canada one, and then the IHG one. Honestly, if you're transferring points to IHG, look to the Chase travel portal. It might be easier just to book through there, and you might get actually more value because those are at least booked at least 1 cent per piece. Whereas with IHG, you might get a lot less by transferring over, even if you get the 70% bonus. But either way, if you do happen to have a redemption coming up with Air Canada or Japan Airlines, I definitely would look at those. Probably stay away from IHG. In other transfer partner news, Amex is going to actually be losing Etihad Airways June 30th. This is the second transfer partner Amex has lost in the last year, and the third one to kind of devalue it. We lost Hawaiian Airlines when Alaska merged with them last year. We lost Emirates at a 1-to-1 ratio, and now it is a less ratio, and now you're going to lose Etihad at the end of June. This is interesting because one, Etihad is the first carrier to go from Amex since then. Before Emirates lost its transfer value to Amex, they actually had lost its value to a couple other transfer partners. So it's weird to see Amex lose Etihad first. I mean, overall, Etihad was not the best place to book. They had terrible cancellation policies. If you had to cancel your flight, you might as well just throw those points away through Etihad. But they had some good value to get over to the Middle East, and especially far places like Asia, Australia, and stuff like that, just because you could fly in their first class or business class suites. Considering this is the second Middle Eastern airline to, I guess, lose value in transfer programs, it's interesting because what's happening over there? Are they going to try to leave these ecosystems to have people to only book through them? What's going on? Then I guess the second question is, and the biggest one, why is Amex losing all this value of this last year? I mean, that's 3 transfer partners that have either been lost completely or devalued. They have not added anything, and that's why I do think it's interesting to see. Chase just added a new transfer partner with Wyndham, and they lost Emirates last year. So they bounced back pretty quickly. If you remember last year, Chase launched the Sapphire Reserve refresh in June, July-ish, and Amex launched their Platinum refresh in September, October. Interesting enough, I think Amex is going to pull out a new transfer partner, something that we haven't seen before from at least the big 3 with Capital One, Chase, Citi, and Amex, or big 4, I should say. I think they're going to pull Lufthansa or something else like that, maybe Turkish Airlines. I think Lufthansa's in the mix just because they don't have a lot of good Star Alliance right now. Of course, Air Canada, but everyone has Air Canada. They don't have any value compared to the other programs. Chase has all these better programs. Built is caught up and I think has surpassed Amex, almost surpassed Chase, maybe has all the good transfer partners. Amex has got to be working on something. They don't just lose value to not gain anything in the future. I think they're letting their cards settle with every other group to see what they do, but I do expect to see a new transfer partner from them later this year. Last but not least in the news, if you haven't heard already, there's some things going on in the airfare space. The prices are rising, and one of those things that is rising is the checked bag fees. They're all rising, $8 to $10 per carrier per bag. At least this is not unexpected. It's a easy way for airlines to increase the prices without affecting those that have loyalty status or their credit cards. Why? Because usually with loyalty status or your credit cards, you're going to get first or second checked bags free. It's honestly not a bad idea for them to do that. Of course, you're eliminating some of the lower cost people, the people that don't have status, the people that don't have cards, but you're pushing them to go get one because it's now becoming more and more worth it. I mean, some of the checked bag fees for the first bag are $50, $60 now. You're checking 2 bags a year, is worth it to get a credit card that's $99. If you do happen to have a checked bag coming up and you don't have access to one of the many ways to get free checked bags, I would look at getting a credit card. It's going to save you money really in the short term and in the long term. Plus, you can get all those bonus points. Of course, you got to learn about the card, so Also, make sure to check out some of the videos on the channel. I do review most of the airline cards that are out there. But either way, wrapping things up, want to hear your thoughts. What are your thoughts on Amex losing Etihad? What are your thoughts on the check bag fees raising? And then what are your thoughts on all the new transfer bonuses? Let me know down in the comments below, and if you could hit that like and subscribe button, it would be greatly appreciated. Until next time, have a great day.